Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my hair care routine, all vegan and cruelty free and mostly natural. I wouldn't say mostly natural, but like a few of these brands are more natural brands. A little disclaimer that I am trying to find a shampoo bar that works for me. Like I do have a conditioner bar to mention, but I realised that a lot of this stuff is packaged in plastic, and I only recently found out that coloured plastic bottles, so a lot of shampoo and conditioner, as you may know, comes in coloured plastic, and a lot of the time they're not recycled. Just because something is recyclable doesn't mean that it gets recycled. There's a Shady documentary by Refinery29. I'll link it down below if you haven't seen it yet, because it's only about 10 minutes and it's actually quite interesting. So that's where I found that fact out, and it was quite shocking. So I'm definitely going to try and reduce the amount of plastic in my hair care routine. But I have been testing a load of vegan hair care products over the past couple of years, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video to this on my reduced plastic routine, because there are a couple of different brands that are coming out with hair care in aluminium as opposed to plastic, because aluminium can be recycled again and again and again, whereas plastic, obviously, sometimes it doesn't get recycled, sometimes it can't be recycled, it degrades in quality each time. It could probably be repurposed, but it doesn't always get repurposed, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, might do a follow on to this. But my second colour disclaimer is that I'm not great with hair. I'm not an expert, but I just don't have the magic touch. But my hair in general is quite kind of lackluster, can be quite frizzy as well, so I'm trying to look for products that are going to give shine and reduce frizz, but also give volume as well. So I've got cleaning stuff to show you, like shampoos, some conditioning bits, and also some styling stuff and tools. With that all said, let's get straight on into it with shampoos. So I have 3 shampoos to mention, so I'll mention the cheapest one first. I think this is about £6.99, and this is the Naughty Colour Bomb Colour Protecting Shampoo. Now, it's not specifically this one. I think any of the Naughty shampoos are brilliant. You can find them in Superdrug, on Feel Unique, and I'm pretty sure they're in Boots now as well. So if you just wanted to walk into a store, like if you're in the UK and you just want to walk into a store, pick up a really good vegan shampoo, I highly recommend their shampoos and their conditioners, to be honest. But this one in particular is obviously for colour treated hair. It's very nourishing, but it's not heavy on the hair. Their range is free of parabens, petrochemicals, sulfates and silicones. I love silicone free hair care, and it's not as heavy on the hair. So yeah, this leaves the hair feeling nice and clean, nourished and weightless as well, and it smells really good. Their moisture, oh my god, what is it? Moisture Moist? No, that would be such a bad name for a shampoo. Moisture Moist. I can't remember, but it's the moisture range. That's really nice as well. But yeah, this is my favourite kind of affordable vegan shampoo. I mean, I suppose £6.99 is quite expensive for a shampoo. You could just get the Superdrug own brand ones, but I don't think they're that effective. So my kind of next step up, this is the Aveda Cherry Almond Softening Shampoo. I've mentioned this in a hair care video before, no, a favourites video before. I still love it just as much. The conditioner is good. I like the conditioner as well, but like the shampoo is the one that I repurchased because I got sent the pair originally and then I went out and got this myself. So £15 is quite a lot for a shampoo, not gonna lie, but Aveda is a bit more of an expensive brand. Aveda are owned, I think they were bought by Estee Lauder. So they do have a parent company, so bear that in mind. I'll try and note down below which brands have a parent company and which don't, so I don't have to say it for each individual one, just in case I forget. But this smells incredible. This smells so good. It reminds me of the L'Oreal No Tears shampoo, you know that one? In the little red pot that was shaped like a fish. Used to have it when we were younger, and yeah, it's very nostalgic, but the scent kind of sticks around. And this makes the hair so soft, and it really is a softening shampoo, but it kind of gives the hair more life and kind of body, but also makes it really, really soft and smell really good. It's just an incredible shampoo. I highly recommend this. It lathers amazingly well. And I usually, in fact, any shampoo I use, I will shampoo twice, so do like a double shampoo. So wash it once, completely rinse it, and then apply another load of shampoo. You don't need a lot, just a little bit, but then on the second lather, it will really, really clean the hair, and you'll find it will lather a bit more. I would never go back to just shampooing my hair once, because it makes all the difference, especially if you've got drier hair or more frizzy hair. It means that the conditioner just works a bit better, in my experience. So yeah, that's my second recommendation, and I think this is a tiny little bit more expensive than that one. This is the John Masters shampoo for dry hair. Now, I was hesitant to recommend this one because I have only tried it 3 times, so I will note down below if I still get on with this after like a few months. This is with Evening Primrose, and I was so surprised by this because it's a very runny consistency but lathers really well. Again, I do a double shampoo with this one, and the main thing I find with this is hardly any frizz. Like after I don't even have to put leave-in conditioner on my hair, and my hair isn't frizzy. It's really good, very nourishing. I found it's very gentle on the scalp. The only thing I would say is I looked up some reviews online to see what other people thought, and it's kind of got like 3 stars out of 5 because some people say either irritates their scalp I haven't found that at all. I've got a really sensitive scalp and it hasn't irritated my hair at all. But the other reason why people complain about it is because it is more runny. I think they reformulated it, so it used to be less runny, now it's a bit more runny. So just be careful when you're dispensing out product that you don't squeeze too hard. Like it's not that difficult. It's got loads of nourishing ingredients in it, and the first ingredient is aloe vera. Moving on to conditioners. So I've got a couple of kind of like high street recommendations and then a conditioning bar. The high street ones, again with Naughty, I do really like Naughty Haircare. This is their To The Rescue Intensive Moisture Treatment. I tend to go for masks as opposed to conditioners because, like I say, my hair is quite frizzy, and I only apply conditioner or a hair mask to the bottom half of my hair, so that, because if you find your hair gets greasy quite quickly, I would recommend avoiding putting conditioner in the roots. That's what I do with this. I put it on my ends, leave it for like 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and wash it off, and it does nourish the hair really nicely. It does smell really good, very nice and subtle and sweet. And Naughty are Leaping Bunny certified. The Body Shop also do this banana truly nourishing hair mask for normal dry hair. Again, I've mentioned this before, smells like banana, so if you don't like the smell of banana you're not gonna like this, but this is maybe slightly more nourishing than the Naughty one. I love this. I honestly, I think it's amazing, and loads of other people love it as well. So if you do want something that's like a real treat, if you don't know what the difference is between a conditioner and a hair mask is just more intense. You're only really supposed to use it like once or twice a week. It's not supposed to be like a regular conditioner, but I use it as a regular conditioner. It doesn't weigh my hair down, and this again hasn't got any silicones or mineral oil in. And then the conditioning bar I wanted to mention, I got this off of Anything But Plastic, and I can't remember the brand, so I'll leave it down below, but this is they had a couple. This is the jojoba oil bar. I love jojoba oil, so I took a chance, I picked it up, and it works really well. I don't love shampoo bars. In my experience, I feel like I'm washing my hair with a bar of soap. It gets matted, it gets frizzy. I know they're better for the environment, but so far the ones I've tried are a bit rubbish. I'm trying a new one by J.R. Liggett's, and I'm gonna try and make it work for me. Not sold on shampoo bars, but this conditioning bar, I would happily use this as my regular conditioner. Maybe I'd use like a hair mask every 2 weeks or so, but I really am impressed with this. Like once you work it into, you wet it a bit as you would any like bar of soap, and then work it into your hair, it just feels like regular conditioner, and it leaves the hair really soft. It's a real treat to use. I like it a lot and I would recommend it. I've been using it for about 3 or 4 weeks, so yeah, again, I'll let you know if I continue to use this down below as well. Moving on to styling, but also kind of conditioners. This is the Naughty Intensive Care Leave-In Conditioner. I've tried spray leave-in conditioners, I've tried oils, serums and creams, and this is the best one I've tried so far. It's kind of like a very thin cream. You only need a tiny amount. It smells so good. It makes your hair smell amazing. I wear this regularly and it doesn't weigh down my hair at all. Again, no silicones and all that jazz. Next in styling, I wanted to talk about volume. So my favourite volumizing product is it's a toss up between these two. This is the Aveda Pure Abundance Style Prep Spray. It says infuses hair with all day weightless volume, and it genuinely does. It is a very weightless volumizing product. Some volumizing products, like if you use certain mousses, like I've used the Whey mousse, and it's fine. It's not my favourite, but it definitely, it does give a bit of volume, but it also means you have to wash your hair more often. Or for me personally, it kind of makes the hair, it gives volume, but then once the volume goes, it feels like you need to wash your hair. Whereas this spray doesn't have that problem at all. You basically just lift up the top layer of hair, spray it, well, this is what I do, spray underneath, and then kind of work it in with your hands, and it really does give, should I put some on now? And it really does give like a really nice weightless kind of volume. It doesn't feel like gammy, or gammy, what a horrible word. It just feels nice, but it also gives very kind of like natural volume, and this has lasted me so long. I probably need to get another one, but it smells fine and it still does the job, so I'm going to continue using it. But I would say on weight it's probably like that full, and I use it quite regularly, and I got it about 2 years ago. So yeah, I really like this. I think it's a very good volumizing product. And the other one that I wanted to recommend, this one is a little bit more intense. Like I'd say this is for daytime volume, this is more nighttime volume. This is the IGK 30,000 Feet Volume Powder Spray. It reminds me a lot of the VO5. I think I've still got it. I think I've still got the bottle, it's probably got like that much left. The VO5 volumizing powder. I used to use it when I was like 15 and I wanted to get that big hair look. It didn't look great, but this reminds me of that, but it's much less gritty. Like it's a very fine powder that basically you can pump it out into your hand. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like very dusty, very thin, and it smells like Parma violets. It smells really good. You're not supposed to like snort it, obviously. You're not supposed to snort it. Don't have to give that disclaimer. Don't snort your hair care, guys. put it on your head. I don't spray it onto the roots, I tend to spray it in my hand and then pop it in the roots with my fingers to dispense it evenly, and it gives really nice volume but not too kind of matted and gritty and like you really need to wash your hair. I would say less is more with this. Obviously it depends how much volume what you want, but you don't need a lot to get like nice just kind of like day-to-day volume, but you can kind of layer it up or kind of oomph it up for a bit more of a nighttime messy kind of bedhead look. I think it was about a tenner, I think. Maybe a little bit more, maybe like £15, but I feel like this will last a long time, as will this. This is the First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo from IGK. I only have a mini of this and I don't tend to use dry shampoo too often because A, aerosol's not good for the environment, and B, I just would rather wash my hair, to be honest. Like, it doesn't take me that long to wash my hair. Luckily I don't have masses of hair, I don't have really thick hair, so it's not like it takes me forever to wash my hair. I would rather just wash it because it doesn't clean your hair, obviously, it just takes away the oils. But in a pinch, if I was like working an event or if I was at a festival or something, I would have this on hand and it would get rid of the immediate oils really nicely, but without weighing the hair down. Some dry shampoos you put on, they take away the oil but they make your hair feel more dirty. If that makes any sense. I hope it does. I do like the Collab one and I do like the Superdrug own brand volumizing dry shampoo, but this is a lot less heavy. Just one more thing and then I'll talk about tools. So this is incredible if you've got a sensitive scalp. You get irritated by certain perfumes in hair care. If hair care is quite strong, for me personally, if it smells quite strong or if it's just got certain ingredients in, my scalp will get really irritated, really itchy. And this is the only thing I've tried that nearly instantly it will soothe it. It's this tonic by Superdrug. It's their own brand range called Trichology, and I actually really like the shampoo and conditioner in this range, but I think they've got dimethicone in, so I don't use those regularly, but this is great to have on hand. If you can get it on sale, it's usually like £2 or £3. It has this little nozzle. You basically spray it into the roots of your hair, or I do it all over my scalp. You're supposed to leave it in, but because it smells quite strongly, I don't tend to do that. I leave it on for like half an hour to an hour and then have a shower, but it still works just fine like that. This has got amazing reviews online. I know a lot of people love it and it genuinely is really good, so highly recommend that if you've got a sensitive scalp. And I tend to work that in with the Tropic, I can't even remember what this is called, but it's like this silicone brush. I think it's just their head massager, but I really like this. It's such an extra product, like you could just use your hands, but it feels really nice. I find that these two together work really well because this can work the product into the scalp nicely. Nearly dropped it. Also something that looks very similar, but this is actually a hairbrush. This is also silicone and it's by the brand Manta. The least static giving brush I've ever tried. It's kind of squishy and malleable and you can use it in the shower or you can use it dry as well, and it's really good. I've never heard of this brand before, but I was looking at Amazon reviews earlier because it is around £20, £25. It reminds me in design a bit of the Tangle Teezer, but I don't like the Tangle Teezer at all. I find it's actually quite rough on the hair. I know it's kind of marketed as being quite gentle. It is expensive, but it's also really good. Like, it's very lightweight as well, so really good to carry around in your bag if you like to carry a hairbrush with you. I recommend this one. I think it's really good. And then last but not least, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to some hair drying products. I don't dry my hair, I just let it air dry because I think it's a bit more gentle. And I used to dry it all the time, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I went through a period of dyeing my hair. I must have said this before in a video. I tried to dye my hair blonde once when I was like 14 and I literally just bought a box dye off the shelf. I mean, firstly, blonde. Me. The fair-skinned, dark-haired Italian girl. Blonde. Unless I went to a professional, I think it would look absolutely balls. But at the time I thought, yeah, I'm gonna like Avril Lavigne, like maybe some dark roots and then streaks of blonde, it's gonna look so cool, and it did not look cool. It went bright orange. I just got honey blonde off the shelf, didn't use any bleach, and I dyed my hair and it went bright orange. Like I say, it went bright orange, but I kind of looked like a Duracell because then when it grew out, it was brown at the roots and then really ginger here. And then I tried so many things. Like, I tried to dye it brown again and it went back to ginger. Tried to dye it a darker brown, went back to ginger. I used a colour stripper and then it went kind of yellowy grey white. Oh, it just wasn't a look. Then I dyed it black. Yeah, the black was bad because I thought, right, it keeps fading back, so I might as well dye it darker and then it will fade to brown. It didn't do that. It stayed black. Stayed black that time. And then my nan was like, I'll take you to my hairdresser. And so she did, and then it kind of worked. It was kind of like a dark brown, but again it faded out. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna have to wait for it to grow out. But the moral of that story is, A, don't dye your hair blonde if you've got really dark hair without doing your research, and B, my hair is quite damaged, so I tend not to use heat on it. I don't use straighteners, I don't use curlers, and I don't really use a hairdryer. But if I do, we have this Babyliss hairdryer. This is a cruelty-free electronics brand, Logical Harmony certified. They're actually pretty affordable compared to some electronics brands. And if I do ever dry my hair with a hairdryer, I go in with a heat protectant spray. This is by Aveda again, and it's their brilliant damage control spray. I don't use this very often, not gonna lie, but it's quite nice. I'm not an expert when it comes to heat protectant sprays because, like I say, I don't dry my hair that often. I don't straighten it, I don't curl it. I just let it do its thing really and try and reduce the frizz where I can. And yeah, those are all the products that I would recommend out of the absolute hoard of products I've used over the past like 3 or 4 years that are vegan and cruelty free. Let me tell you, it's been a long road, and I could easily do another video on hair care that doesn't work, like vegan and cruelty free hair care that didn't work for me. So if you want to see that, I'll be more than happy to do it, because there's loads of stuff I've tried that just is not good. But yes, let me know. And let me know if you like this video, and if you've got any hair care recommendations, please do let me know, including shampoo bars. And I know everyone's going to say Lush, like try the Lush shampoo bars. I have tried the Lush shampoo bars. Maybe I need to try some of the because I've only tried 2 from their range, and I was really trying to like them. I remember thinking like, come on, you can push through. I'll try some new ones. But if you've got any specific favourites, maybe that aren't Lush, let me know and I will I'll give them a go. Thanks so much for watching, and if you want to see some more from me, maybe like or comment or subscribe or do all 3 if you fancy, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Bye.